Hello traders, I hope you are doing well. It's Angels FX with you guys today, and we are going to talk about who is in control, buyers or seller. And it is very important to identify like who is in power, because if buyers are in control, you should buy and you should not sell, because you will lose a lot of trades. But once you are following the true trend and correct order flow, boom, you will win a lot of trades, okay? Because you are following the real money, okay? You are following the smart money, not like fake moves and etc. Okay, so let's talk more about this. Determining who has power, sellers or buyers, will help you with winning trades and identifying the true trend. So once you are enabled to identify the correct trend, you will win a lot of trade, because you are on the correct realm of the trade, okay, and the market. When demand zone is failing and supply zones is suspecting, it means sellers are in control over buyers. What does it mean? Sellers have more power than buyers, and you should follow the sellers because they have more power. Okay, buyers doesn't have power, so why should follow them? Okay, that's why it's important to follow the correct and true power. When supply zone is failing and demand zones is respecting, it means buyers are in control over sellers. So buyers have control. Sellers don't have control, because buyers have like stronger orders and much more orders than sellers. That's why you should follow buyers and you will take out sellers. So sellers now are liquidity. And once the demand zones is failing, then buyers are liquidity. It's like always same. Let's talk about this example once the buyers are in control. So what we can see here, we can see price broke this high. So we have this breakout structure and price is bullish, as you can see. And we have higher high, higher low. So here our demand has mitigated and gave us another breakout structure. But here we have failed supply zone. Why this one is failed supply zone? Because this supply zone did not give us any newer lower low, okay? Did not give us any lower swing structure, okay? And did not give us any reaction at all. That's why this is our failed supply. Again, we broke structure and we came back to this demand zone, because this demand zone broke this structure and is valid and strong. And smart money traders and banks have their orders right here. Again, we have another failed supply zone. What does it mean? Supplies does not have any control over this demand, over these buyers. And the buyers have aim always to take out liquidity. So they took out this liquidity. That's why it moves like this always. Demand is in control and supply zones are failing at this picture. Now, once the sellers are in control, this is another example. As you can see, we have failed demand zones and we have valid supply zones. Here, this supply zone gave us new lower low, so we broke the structure and we have new lower low. Here we have our lower high, and with this we like mitigated the supply zone and gave us again breakout structure, okay? And we took out this liquidity and we have failed demand, because this demand zone didn't give us any reaction and also didn't give us any new higher high. So here again, the supply zone got mitigated and again took out liquidity. It's same, guys. Supply is in control and demand zones are failing. Let's go to the chart and I will show, like I will explain furthermore. So here, let's start from this point. As you can see, price is moving bearish trend, because you can see supply zones being respected and failed demand zones are failing. So failed demand means sellers are in control and you should follow them, and bearish order flow, so you can take shorts. So here, for example, you can take shorts from here, okay? You would enter your positions here and also from here. That's why you should follow the market. Again, what happened here? We have our breakout structure. Price broke the structure and gave us new lower low. Here, after we mitigated the supply zone, we have another breakout structure and price gave us new lower low. Okay, but after this low, look at this. Why this one is failed supply zone? Because this supply zone didn't give us new lower low. Okay, and price failed to hold and buyers are in control because they took out this strong supply zone. Okay, So here, if price came here and took out this low, then this supply would be strong and not failed because it did its own job. But here in this example, we did not have any reaction. And that's why from here, after we broke this high, lower high, we have change of character. What does it mean? We switched trends, okay, from bearish to bullish. So price was moving bearish, and now buyers are in control and you should follow the buys. And now supply failed, which indicates buyers are in control and we should follow the true trend. So you should not be selling now, you should execute buy orders, okay? So you should not be entering shorts here. You should not short from here. You should now look for buys. Here what we have, we mitigated this demand zone and this demand zone gave us new high, okay? So we have this breakout structure and price dropped new higher high, rallied over the supply zone. So this supply became failed because it did not hold and it did not give us any reaction. Again, we have breakout structure, we mitigated this demand zone and boom, again, failed supply zone, buyers are in control. So again, for example here, you can take longs from here and I'll tell you why, because you can see price has been respecting bullish order flow and buyers order flow. And as you can see, one demand, second demand, third demand. So we have a lot of confirmations. We also have failed supply zones and we also broke the structure. That's why you can take longs and you should target this swing structure. Why this? Because what is the aim of the buyers now? As you can see, they are always taking out sellers, okay? Sellers. So this is liquidity. This is liquidity. Here again, this is our liquidity because buyers want to destroy sellers all orders, okay? That's why they will mitigate their orders from discounted price range and take out this liquidity. It's like aim. Every day is happening this exact concept, okay? Every day. Liquidity. But if sellers are in control, for example here, they want to take out buyers. Boom, they took out buyers, okay? If you look for shorts here, let's see here, you should target this swing structure and not here, this one, because they want to take out this liquidity. I hope you understand this concept. It's really important and I would recommend to watch it again and take your notebooks, your pen and write down your notes. And I hope you liked it and I hope you understand. If you have any questions, you can DM me and wish you all the best and see you in another video.